Hello, my name is Mrs. Mooney, and I wanted to give you a little bit of information about taking Pre-AP Algebra 2 at the Woodlands College Park High School. Pre-AP mathematics courses are designed for students who show high levels of aptitude for, interest in, and commitment to the study of mathematics. The courses cover and extend all of the state-required curriculum in both content and depth. Our courses align with the College Board's recommendations and prepares our students to be successful in college-level courses. As you consider your academic and extracurricular commitments for the next school year, it is imperative to consider the following before you enroll in a pre-AP mathematics course at TWCP. So first of all, the pace of our pre-AP courses is faster than that of the academic level math courses. In level Algebra 2, all of the state-required standards are covered. But in Pre-AP Algebra 2, we cover everything that they've given us to cover, but we also go more in depth into each topic. And then we also cover a couple of more topics each year than are required, because we have things that are on like the PSAT and the SAT that we want to prepare these kids to be ready for. Also, it is assumed that students that are taking Pre-AP math courses have fully mastered the material from previous math courses. A review of these concepts will be minimal, meaning we will not take any time to go over solving for x or factoring or fractions or any of the things that they've already learned in previous classes. Now here's a big one. In Pre-AP math, students should expect an average of 30 to 60 minutes of work outside of class each day. Some days it might not be as much, some days it might take them longer. But that is a lot, and I understand. I have children of my own, and I don't like them to have a lot of homework every night. But Pre-AP math is a choice that these students make, and if they choose to go above and beyond, then they also have to commit the time that is necessary outside of the 45 minutes a day that I get to see them to understand and learn and practice this math and all of these concepts. Another really big difference between level and Pre-AP Algebra 2 are the assessments. Our tests are very rigorous. They have more difficult questions on them. They're not just going to be a repeat of a review that was handed to them the day before. And approximately 75% of the course grade is determined by their test grades, which is a larger percentage than in the level classes. So they can do better on, getting homework done and letting that make up for poor test grades, whereas we want their grade to reflect how well do they really know the material that we have taught them. In Pre-AP Algebra 2, all tests must be completed in a single class period. When the bell rings, it's pencils down. And the reason we do this is because most of the tests that these kids will ever take in college or to get to college, they will be timed, and they have to know how to budget their time wisely on a math test. There are exceptions for students with documented disabilities, of course. We will provide legal accommodations, but for the general student, once the bell rings, they are finished. Also, in general, there are not many extra credit opportunities. We want their grades to be based on their mastery of the material. We do give a little bit of extra credit here and there, but it's not fluff. We will give them a really, really difficult problem to take home, and they have to solve it and show all their work and all their graphs and all their calculations. So we make them work for the extra points if we do give any extra credit at all. So overall, Pre-AP Algebra 2 goes faster and deeper than level. Our grading system is more difficult. And the time commitment that is expected of these kids is much higher than that of in a level course. Now, there are some benefits, a lot of benefits to taking Pre-AP Algebra 2. For one thing, some kids have to have a faster pace. They get bored and they tune out if they're in a level class and it's going too slow. Also, students in Pre-AP will have a deeper understanding of the concepts. They won't just be memorizing formulas for no reason. They'll actually understand where it comes from and how it applies to things. Students cover things in the Pre-AP class that don't get covered in the level classes that will help them on their PSAT and their SAT and their ACT. And they will be prepared for their future AP math classes, whether that be AP Statistics or AP Calculus or both. and then they'll also be more prepared for any math class that they take further. Another benefit, you get higher GPA points. An A in a pre-AP class is worth more than an A in a level class. Just be careful of this. Some people use this as the only reason to take the advanced class, but if you make a C or worse in a pre-AP class where you could have made an A or a B in a level class, then you're not getting that benefit. And looks good on transcript. Again, that's another thing. Don't just take this class because it looks good on your transcript. But if your kids are capable and, if they have the ability, then they should definitely do it because it does look better on the transcript than a level class.
In Algebra 2 Pre-AP, it's very important to be here every day. Attendance, your teacher is here to help you out with things that you don't understand. And since it is an advanced math, you get behind every day you miss.
Since it is an advanced course, do not be afraid to ask your teacher or a fellow classmate, and definitely don't be shy about going to tutorials if you need the help. It's worth it.
In algebra, it's also pretty good to keep up with your homework because if you fall behind and miss one, it's pretty hard to keep up and stay with it.
For organization, you at least need to know where your stuff is.
If you want to pass this class, you gotta be self-motivated.
So here's a list of some of the concepts from Algebra 1 and Geometry that we expect our students to have already mastered. You can read through this list. There is also a summer packet that is on our math website that we want the students to do over the summer. And it's a really good tool to use because those are the things that we expect them to already know. So if they're struggling with this packet a lot, maybe they need to do a refresher or they need to rethink the level of difficulty of their math class for next year. So that is it. That is all I have for you. I hope that you guys make the right decision for your student, and thank you very much.